All right, this Sunday, a special event happening right here at the CBS Broadcast Center. Members of the food allergy community are going to gather to help raise awareness. It's one of more than 50 walks across the country, raising critically needed funds that'll make a difference. Today, we are joined by Susan Lynch and her daughter, Allie, who are walking this weekend, of course. Welcome. And you have food allergies, correct?
Yes.
What are you allergic to?
Peanuts, severely.
Really? So is that the only one? Is that the only food really that's the big
yes.
The big exclamation point? Do you live, are you sort of afraid of peanuts at all times? Or are you, I mean, you've lived with this your whole life, right? You're always aware of it.
I think that it's a different lifestyle, and I have to advocate for myself and being aware for what I ingest and being aware what's around me, and I think that FAIR really helps me out with that.
Really? So this group is good about raising the awareness. Do you find that, you know, and I have a daughter myself, do you find that parents are attuned to knowing and being sensitive to the fact that you're allergic to peanuts or food allergies in general?
I think in general they understand what a food allergy is, but it comes down to where the food is where it's processed and what it contains. Like, some parents don't understand that visually there's no peanuts in it, but in a factory there could be. That's
a great point, Mom. I mean, it's got to be just sort of, as a parent, you're playing defense all the time, yeah?
Correct. I think a parent with a child that has this type of problem is constantly faced with trying to be not only advocate and educate, but there also is that fine line of trying to make someone understand something that they're fully not aware of. And so we work really hard to make sure as parents that they're not only safe on a daily basis, but that somehow they're also owning their own situation, because we're not able to be with them all the time. It's not a helicopter parent situation. It's more of a priority of safety.
Yeah.
So the job is twofold. It's being the parent, but also letting them have an opportunity when the age appropriateness is right, for them to be able to advocate themselves.
And in many ways, it brings up their maturity level as well, because they have to deal with that.
Very quickly.
What are some of the stuff that we see here? And then I want to ask a little bit about what's life like, you know, just some practical kinds of things. But what do we have on the table here?
Sure. So this is a great example of some friendly allergy options for snacking. And also they're quite healthy.
Okay.
So a lot of times people don't realize when they're going out to purchase snacks, let's say for a school event
or softball game, right?
Softball,
you're the family in charge of snacks that
week. Who's got to bring the snacks, and they think just because it's something that looks like there's no nuts or peanut products or any other allergy too. There's also dairy allergies and other significant allergies. It really takes seeing that they're either nut-free, reading the labels really very carefully.
Is there a certain ingredient that I should look for that is like a trick ingredient that does contain nuts, but I wouldn't necessarily know it right away?
Not so much a trick ingredient, it's trick labeling. So even though you might not see that something is listed as an ingredient, you really need to verify where it's manufactured, processed, and if there is no information, that doesn't make sure that it's safe. It doesn't mean it's safe.
Is there, so, and then in the lines of that, are there certain items out there that are kind of that are always given at snack time that are the big, watch out for this one? Everybody does this and makes a mistake.
Baked goods. So people think that just because something's baked or bought out of a bakery, that they've gone to the local cupcake store and they've bought cupcakes, that they don't recognize that vanilla cupcake could be cross-contaminated with a million different things that would be a severe allergen risk for somebody like my daughter.
Yeah, really, I mean, I can't say enough about this, because we have a lot of friends, my daughter has a lot of friends that deal with that same kind of thing, and life can be perfectly wonderful as long as everybody's sensitive to that. This is a big deal, the Fair Walk for Food Allergy. It's this Sunday. I know you guys are going to be out there. Our Peter Doubt is going to be the big host out there, so it should be a lot of fun. I know we support you guys, and it's right here at the Studio Center. Check-in time is at 8:30, and of course, for more information on how to join the walk, just go to our website, cakeonline.com, click on Seen on TV. How about this for a stat, Sandra? 15 million Americans have food allergies, 1 in 13 children. So at least 2 in every classroom. So you probably know somebody with a food allergy.
Absolutely. I think everybody does, and we have to be aware and help each other out, right? Thanks, Josh.